there are tons of really great butterfly designs out there. This one is one of my favorite ones to do because, for one, it's all 260s. I don't have to worry about if I have hearts in my kit or if I'm going to have enough to get us through this event. If it's multiple hours and you start off with a certain design butterfly in the beginning and then kids at the end are upset. I just prefer it also because it's big. I know real butterflies are not that big, but a lot of times kids just prefer things that are bigger. So this is actually easier for me to do as well. There are tons of designs out there, and you know, if it doesn't work for you, oh well. But you know, this is my favorite. So to start off, and it does actually have to do with the presentation of this as well. I like to be very engaging with the kids as I'm making it instead of standing there and just focus on what I'm doing with my hands. I like to engage them. So this bigger design actually helps me do that as well. So I fully inflate this with just a little bit of tail at the end. We're going to lock this around. And at this point, I would ask them to help hold it for me. So I would hand it to them and they would be holding it like this. And then our second balloon, before I tie it, I like to actually ask them to hold it up like this. Then I pass one side of the balloon through there, and then, well, we're talking, oh man, this is kind of hard trying to pretend to hold it but anyway, you slide this through there, and then you'll pull this and yank it up away, and for some reason that little flourish of the balloon flying up in the air away from them is very exciting. Everybody around loves it, at least the first couple times. But anyway, so we have these two loops locked together now. Then we're going to just take them like this and pull away from each other. Then we're going to rotate them away from each other again, and very simply just fold them over. Now, if they are not exactly the same size, that is okay. Even if they are like a lot smaller, if this one was like that shorter, we would still try to pull it at opposite ends to help us find the center here. Okay? So when we find the center, we're just going to pinch it and then push it back down this way, grabbing in one hand and rotating opposite of that. So that gives us pretty much 4 equal length wings here. Now, another reason that I like this one is that I don't have to use a full balloon for the thorax of the butterfly. It's just a 260, and if you're making a bunch of these, I like to leave the pieces that I didn't use off to the side. On my kit, I have a big pocket on the front where I put all these extra 260, so I can just kind of dig through there and find one that'll work. And if you're making lots of butterflies, this is very short, so you should be able to get 2, maybe even 3 of these bodies out of one 260. So for this one, we're just going to leave a little, about 3-4 finger bubble at the end here, 2 pinch twists, and loop this around. And if you do have a longer piece here, it does make it a little bit easier to pull this through. But basically, I want those pinch twists to center right in the middle of those knotted areas. We're going to twist that around and then just pull it around a couple times. But another thing that I like about this is the bigger wings give me a lot more ability to shape those wings as well. A lot of kids would be very happy with just this, but adding a little bit of extra flourish here will shape those wings up and make them really cool and interesting. So we're going to grab it at both ends like this. One hand will push, or both hands are going to push towards each other. We're going to loosen up and squish our grip back and forth a little bit while we're doing that. So changing the pressure that we're applying, and that'll leave a permanent bend there. So to me, that looks a lot cooler than this side. And you can tilt it this direction if you want to, put it at a slight angle or very steep angle. We're going to do the same thing on the other 3 wings too. And that's pretty much it. We're going to just draw a face on here. Okay, and then, like I said, you can change those angles of the wings to whatever way you like. It may sit a little bit better if it's kind of resting in the gap there. And then you would pull the bottom wings out this way. And it does make it a little different looking than just having them in the same plane straight up and down like that. So that's a 3 balloon, very quick butterfly.